Welcome everyone, how are you today? I'm going to teach you guys how I make my little tag booklets. So what I have here is a Christmas print of mine that I printed on both sides of just some cardstock paper. I chose two of my paintings, Christmassy type paintings, and I have to decide which way I want for the inside and which way I want for the outside. So here's my supplies. I have a gold colored Sharpie. I have a bone folder thingy. I have some scissors, some glue, and some pretty ribbon that you're going to need. So really the first thing you need to do is just decide which side you'd like for the outside of your booklet and which side for the inside. So I'm going to use the poinsettia portion for the outside of my book. So I'm going to fold that where the trees are on the inside. And I just fold it horizontally all the way across and get it as even as I can. And then I use my little bone thingy, I don't remember what it's called, just to really get the edges flat. So now it's folded in half. And then I'm going to fold it in half again. And because I'm using a thicker cardstock, this was a little bit trickier. It was thick, so it was kind of harder to get it nice and, smoothly flat with those edges because it was very thick. So just did the best I could here. You can use whatever kind of paper you like. So now I have it folded in half again. And now where I have that crease in the center, I'm going to take my end and keep it maybe a half an inch or a quarter inch or so from that crease and just keep it as even as I can. Again, use my little bone thing to press down those edges. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. A little bit from the crease in the center. And just getting that as flat as I can. Okay. So now you can see that it folds in half like a book. I'm just kind of pressing it together. And you'll have to, if you hear rain in the background, it's raining really hard right now. So now what I'm going to do is take those corners, have the opened end at the bottom, and I'm going to fold those corners up. And just press it back. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so now I've folded half. I just kind of keep pressing things. Okay, I turned it back upside down. Now this top edge here, you see I have the white border. Well, that's just how my print came out. I don't mind the white border, but I don't like these corners. So I'm just going to cut those corners off, just make it a little bit more decorative looking. You can leave them if you like. Some people have a rounded tool where they make rounded corners. I don't have one, so I'm just using scissors. All right, the next thing now we're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon. And I have some kind of Christmassy ribbon here. And you're going to open your flap and you're going to kind of line it up maybe halfway to that corner fold area and place it right there. Okay, I'm going to take some of my glue. And you can use hot glue here, whatever kind of glue you want. This glue actually was not my favorite to use. Next time I will use something a little stronger. I think because my paper was so thick. But I just kind of pressed it down, glued my ribbon, and now I'm going to go around all the edge of that triangle corner. You can maybe use double-sided tape here, whatever you have. Fold that corner down because this gets kind of messy. Fold that corner down, press it into place, and you kind of have to wait for things to dry. I did not always wait for things to dry, as you'll see. You know, you can do like a couple sections at a time and let it dry. Maybe put a book on top of it to help it stay down. So now I'm going to decide how long I want my ribbon. So I'm going to kind of cut it as best I can with my dull scissors. This ribbon gave me a little struggle there. And I'm going to kind of measure to get the same length on for the other side. Now, if you have like a large sheet of scrap paper or something like a 12 by 12, that would make a bigger one. That would be kind of cool too. So just try to line it up as best I could with the other side. And I put some glue on there. Placed it in there. Now, just press it down. Same thing, glue at the top. And then press it down. Now at this point I probably should have stopped and turned it over and put a book on it or something so it would, you know, really hold well. But I didn't. So it's kind of shaping up like a little book. And now I'm turning it over and I'm using my gold Sharpie here because I chose gold because of the color of the outside. But you can use whatever color you like for your spine. And basically right on the crease is where I'm going to make those little spine marks. Just little rectangular shapes. I just go, it's kind of like coloring over a speed bump. Just go right over top of that crease. And just leave a little space in between each one. I was not perfect here. I don't like perfect. I like when things look a little bit, you know, wonky, and that's all good. Makes it more special. So just keep going over that spine with little marks. Let it dry. And then what I have forgotten was gluing those bottom pieces. So I would suggest doing all your gluing first before you do your color. And this is where it kind of got funny. I should have like just, you know, let it dry. It was getting messy. And if you notice, I only put it on the side there and forgot to put it at the bottom. So now I'm going to kind of, hopefully that'll stay stuck while I go and work on the other side. Same thing, little glue right along the edge. Again, forgot to do the bottom. So I'm just holding it in place. And then I remembered, I didn't do the bottom. So do as I say, not as I do. I'm just trying to hold it down there. Sticking. So yeah, really I would kind of let it dry a little bit before you head on to the next. Really that's basically it, but there's no more gluing. But I just kind of, kept pressing it to kind of make sure that glue would stick. And then I have my little tag you can put in there. Cute, and then you can tie it. You can also open up that top pocket if you have like larger tags or something and you want a little art card, or I don't know, anything. Sweet little gift you can give to someone or use as a tag. I mean, really, just really cute. Tie it in a bow. And then my string was too short for a bow. I just kind of would tie it in a knot and leave it. And that's about it. They're just really sweet. You can do so many different varieties, but make sure you have pages. Oh, I see I need to glue that a little bit more. But you have pages. Make sure your pages have a print on both sides. That's the only thing. That way, you have something on the inside and the outside. You can embellish this any way you want. You can write on it, you could color on it, you can markers, whatever you like. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.